There are various problems and the issues why people are not able to speak English fluently, or there can be various reasons, such as if I talk about grammar issues or fluency issue or unnecessary pauses. So today I have brought one of the issues that we will be discussing, the main reasons behind that, and surely we will be talking about the solutions that we are going to discuss today. You are watching Wisdom with Anthony. So today's topic, as you must have seen on the thumbnail, that's why you are here on this platform. So the very first reason for the same I have, that why somebody get unnecessary pauses when somebody into a conversation. So the very first thing I want to discuss here is all about the limited vocabulary. Somebody needs to expand the vocabulary range in case if somebody wants to speak English fluently. Sometimes you might have seen or experienced that you tend to speak or you tend to get into conversation very enthusiastically and vigorously, but as the conversation goes long, you find yourself with a lack of words. You find a shortage of words. You are not able to express yourself properly. So the main reason behind that, lack of words. I would like to give one example for this. Suppose if you go to ATM of a bank and if you want to withdraw money, how can you withdraw if you have not deposited? Are you getting me what I mean to say? You need to have enough money in your bank account in order to withdraw some money. So same applies here also. In order to withdraw words from here, you need to have words here. And for that, expanding vocabulary, you need to learn new words in the right context. Why I said right context? Suppose I come a word overwhelmed, like excited. So I need to understand in which sense that is used. Right? Are you getting? I come across a word like chaos. So chaos means properly disorder, unsystematic. So I need to understand whether a word is a noun or is an adjective, because no part of speech decides the role of a word in a sentence. Because sometimes same words, I'm not going to be technical here, but I'm telling you something very serious over here, like, so same word can act as a preposition. On the other hand, a same word can go as a conjunction. So we need to understand how to use conjunction, because different part of speech will act as a different, right, in a sentence. It will act differently. So we need to have lots of words in order to speak in a fluent way. I mean to say, if you have enough words, you are able to express yourself very comfortably and confidently. So, see, one more example I would like to give, that in case if somebody, like somebody is learning something, right? If I'm learning a guitar, and when I will be able to play that guitar, when I have learned certain chords. Are you getting me? I know how to play that, I know how to move my fingers. So that is the basics of that. So vocabulary is the thing that throughout the life we learn, because nobody is perfect in the language. If you learn it as a subject, that is a different way. If you learn it as a language, that is a different way. If you learn English as a language, you will surely amuse them. You will find your interest there. And sometimes English can be boring as a subject. That is reality. So every single time that you come across a new word, try to note it down. And when you note it down, same spontaneous use of the word is must. You try to use that word in a sentence, or two or more sentences can be made there, then and there only, in order to become better. So second I have for you, that is practice regularly. Right? If somebody wants to be a cricket player, somebody wants to be a swimmer, somebody wants to learn driving, somebody wants to be like a teacher also. So every day. Now let me take you back in your kindergarten session when you were not able to even write, or you did not know even how to hold a pencil. But your teachers made you hold the pencil better. Not even that time you were not able to write A or B. Now you are writing even the books. Are you getting what I mean to say? Yeah, now you're writing long pages. So I just want to tell you and just make you understand the simple fact that practice makes a man perfect. Slow and steady wins the race. Slowly you can just set the targets. Every day's practice is must. Because if you practice on the regular basis, believe me, it will have a great impact on your speaking skills. It will enhance your personality, and not only the personality, but also it will bring out the real confidence from you. And you will find a better version of yours. So practice every single day. Now the question sometimes arises, sir, how can I practice where I don't have somebody to practice with? I do not have somebody to talk to it. So my dear, let me let you know that practice can be done alone also. How I used to do, I used to listen and I used to repeat that, imitating, like shadowing, no? And otherwise I would take a topic, I would just give 30 seconds to my mind, and then I would spontaneous topics you can take about music, about your hobbies, excuse me, about your health, about anything, about your day-to-day activities. So all these things, when you just include in your speaking skills and your practice, believe me, you have a wonderful version of yours. You will find it out. The reason behind, your tongue will get more buttery towards English, and it will find the comfortable way to come out through your tongue. So don't skip even a single day without practicing, because practice is something that will make you from here to there. I hope you understand my words. When you are not able to write, but every day's practice makes you know what? Now you are able to write many things. Your brain is automatically working in that. But on the initial stage, if you remember, your teacher would even hold the pencil with your hand. And maybe sometimes they put the dots, and on the dots you may used to make A, B, like that. Doesn't matter if you're learning English as your second, third, fourth language, it has no impact. Learning a language is always a wonderful experience, always, that is a reality. So, third point I have for you, which is the biggest reason why that somebody has long pauses, unnecessary pauses in conversation, that their brain is being channelized in other language, and they are forcing their tongue to speak other language, and when both are pulling towards opposite sides to each other, it's gonna break. So that's why the break comes there. What is the break here? Suppose my brain is working is in my first language, and I am forcing my tongue to speak in English. Automatically they have no coordination. There should be mind and tongue coordination in order to go smooth in a conversation. Now you can imagine what I mean to say. If you are an English learner, that sometimes you get into the conversation, then you have lots of pauses, you get stuck. And the main reason of getting stuck, getting fumbled, the reason behind that, the brain and tongue both are in the different direction. And when they work in a different direction, the result cannot be yours. I mean to say, you cannot fulfill the required result of a language, of a conversation. We need to understand that if I want to speak English comfortably, fluently, I need to make my brain and my tongue go in the same direction. If both go in a different direction or opposite direction, I can't speak English fluently. That can never ever happen. You have longer pauses than this. So I need to train my brain to think in English. Now sir, how to do that? That is again, the practice will make you do that. In the initial stage of mine, when I was learning English, still I'm learning also, now also I'm a student, I preferred to be called a student to a teacher, right? I love to be a student. So, when I was learning English in my initial days, I'm talking about, so I used to translate a lot. So rather than putting the focus on the translation, what you need to do all is just put your mind and focus on the thinking English, because it can make your brain work faster than translation. Because if you translate something, then again you need to decode it, and again you will have an answer or the statement in your mother tongue, then again you will need to translate that. It will be it will give you unnecessary pauses more than this. So you will have lots of pauses, problem in a conversation, and the listener will get bored and there will be monotonous. He or she will not enjoy what? Obviously the conversation. I hope that you are getting what I mean to say. So, next point I have, sometimes we try to speak very fast, and there we need to control our pace. I have seen my students that when they try to speak very fast, then they get fumbled, then they get stuck, then they think about their mistakes and errors also. So what all you need to do is just keep your mind cool and go slow. Slow down little speed, and when you are alone, you can practice very fast, no problem. But believe me, if you slow down your pace, you can speak better. Let me give you one example. Suppose when you learn how to ride two-wheeler or how to drive four-wheelers, believe me, in the beginning, your tutor, your trainer must have train you to ride or drive that vehicle at slower speed in order to have the control over that. So same, if you want to have the control over the conversation, you need to have the control over the pace. When you control your pace, like speed, now I'm speaking at a certain pace. I know that when I speak at a certain pace, automatically my brain is giving me the words and my tongue is being channelized through my brain because I have trained my brain to give me words. But it is not possible in the initial stage. I need to train my brain to give me the words. So for that purpose, I need to control my pace. I need to go a little slower. I need to go little slow. So that, for an example, I'm giving you just right now, that in case if I want my conversation correct, I need to go a little slower like this. So now I think you understood that I gave you an example in the previous line that I went a little slower, and that really helped me to think better and in a faster way. That is easy to make a coordination between brain and tongue. I think you are getting what I mean to say, right? Well, sometimes we think that, okay, if I speak faster, that I would be considered a fluent speaker. That doesn't actually stands. It doesn't exist actually, what the absurd thinking is. Speaking too fast is not being fluent. Let me let you know. If you are speaking slow, still you are a fluent speaker of language, because you are speaking without any unnecessary pauses. You are not speaking with unnecessary fillers. Like, are you getting what I mean to say? So it means that if you are a fluent speaker of English language, you need to just understand that I need to go a little slower in case if I go faster. So I tend to make mistakes, I tend to get fumble, I tend to get stuck. So why to do all that stuff if you are getting trouble in that? Better you go in a comfortable way. So make the things easy for you, not complex, because this channel will surely make you and help you to be a fluent speaker. That's what my motive is. Then, last but not least, that is, we can use tongue twisters to pronounce the words in a better way. Like, I scream, you scream, we all scream for ice cream. This is one of the tongue twisters. There are many tongue twisters that you can try. So what happens in this way, when you repeatedly do on this regular basis, what happens actually, it makes your tongue comfortable towards English. And when your tongue becomes comfortable towards English, it comes obviously. I need to understand, it comes obviously. When it comes obviously, so I am a so-called fluent speaker of the language. So I need to understand that I need to be very slow and comfortable while being in a conversation. So I hope that you must have liked all the points that I have discussed, and if these are the problem of yours, surely you will try to eradicate, not even remove. You will eradicate and you will be a fluent speaker of English, obviously. So if you have liked the video, do hit the like button, and if you are visiting for the very first time, please do not go without subscribing the channel, and I'll be meeting you in my next video with a wonderful topic. Till then, take care. Bye bye.